in, there was no internet. I don't know. Something is going on. Something is in the water maybe. And I just lost one of my beads. I'm going to try to hold on to my beads. So this is like a kit that has all of these pennant pieces. Let me show you one. We've got these pennant pieces that are they're reusable. They're like a surface you can just use chalk paste on and then put some water on it and get off whatever you put on it. And we've got letters to go with it. And it even comes with these beads. And I just lost a bead on the floor, so God knows where that went. But anyway, I put Ben, it's got Ben and Brooke on it right now. So I'm trying to get those off. And somewhere, this was put up as a backdrop after they got married, after the ceremony and during the dinner. It was put up behind them. Hello, Sandy. Up before me in the Crafty Bunch for today's, we are doing anti-bully, wearing orange for anti-bullying. I can hardly say that. I don't know why. In the Crafty Bunch. So go over there and make sure you're in the Crafty Bunch and follow all of the presenters today. Up before me was Kim at Creating Vintage by Kim. And she had a cute little ghost thing. See, I found that apparently this little twine must have broken during the setup at some point. And so now I have this like knot in the middle of my banner. So nothing can move past this. I'm stuck in a spot. So I'm just going to cut it. I wouldn't normally. I try to save it. This was the twine. The twine comes with this kit. And if you'd like anything, more information about the kit, and then all these little beads. There's enough to put like 3 beads between each one. But if you'd like more information about it, just put banner, I think. Oh my goodness. My life is falling apart. So I'm just going to start soaking these letters because they are pretty stuck. Let's go ahead and put this down here. And all I'm doing is squirting water on these letters as I'm taking them off a little bit. And then we will get them, get them cleaned off. Just want to soak it and reactivate. Oh, there went another bead. I'm going to have beads everywhere. I'm not very handy with my beads. Oh, I found it. Yay. Hello, Linda. Good to see you. And Sandy. So today is orange for anti-bullying. It also happens to be sausage pizza day. Do you eat sausage pizza? Anti-bullying. I mean, bullying is a big deal. Nobody should bully, right? Hopefully you've never been bullied before. I know living in a small town, it was hard for us to be newcomers in a small town. And so when it's your kid getting bullied, it's not easy. Not easy at all. So this is for anti-bullying awareness. Don't bully. It's not nice. But hello. Tell me, do you guys, am I over in the Crafty Bunch? Because hopefully people will join in. If you are watching this on the replay, just put hashtag replay. That helps me out. And make sure you follow everybody in the Crafty Bunch today that are participating. Oh my goodness. This always seems like there's so many beads with this project. I need like a bead container almost for this. All right, that's the last one. I think there's like 12 of these pennants, and I'm planning on putting the last of this off because this twine is going to be done because it's too short now. Stay there. And like I said, I think I have one on the floor as well. All we have to do to reactivate the chalk paste is to spritz it with some water and just let it sit a little bit, kind of let time work in our favor. The little sprayer is breaking down. And so that's what we're going to do first is kind of clean these off. What I did to make these, this is actually, I can't remember the color. It was kind of a teal color. What in the world do we have here? Nominee. I think that was the name of it was a color of the month color that I got on these. And so I'm going to just use but first I actually, because these are reusable surfaces, I actually painted the surface with white before I put it on. And the reason for that was it just kind of makes it a matte surface. These are such shiny, reusable surfaces that it's really hard to get it off, or like to get it to stay really nice and clean with a slippery surface. Sometimes it kind of leaks in there. So hello, Kim. I think you were the same one that was making the boo sign with the cute little top on it. I was trying to watch while getting ready. I am a disaster to myself today, though, while I'm getting ready. I can tell you that. I'm a disaster to myself. I started out by just spilling all over my place here, my drink. So that was entertaining, sort of, just as I was getting ready. Get this and off. I don't know how this is going to go, because I did, like I said, I painted all of these white, so you can't really see the white, but it just made it a matte surface to put it on. I wanted the letters to be really nice and clean looking, so I put that matte surface underneath it so it didn't create little edges on it. So we'll see. I was thinking about doing some orange, but I wanted to do Hey Pumpkin. That was my goal. I'm just taking these off. You can do these double-sided, which I could do, but I don't need the bride and groom's names on my backside. So on my backside, I did have it. I can't remember what I said. I think I said it's fall, y'all, on the back, or originally on this pennant. But now I was deciding, is it worth putting fall on, or are we going into Christmas? That's what I was thinking about. And I decided that we've got a lot more of fall left because we've got until the end of November, right, for Thanksgiving. And I want my house to look like fall for Thanksgiving. And then comes the dilemma of Christmas, because I'm always doing Christmas craft shows. And so it's hard to get Christmas up. I'll get in the mood one day. And then I hope and pray my family gets in the mood for Christmas decorating at home with me, because then it doesn't happen again usually. It happens once. But I can't do Christmas by myself. There's way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. I get overwhelmed. I do try to take stuff out every year and change it out. This is going to be messy. So it's all washable, but I'm going to be teal for a while. I feel like. Get me some paper towel here. I am Dory Joe with Prairie Scraps, and I'm here in kind of overcast and rainy Idaho right now. It's gross. It turned into cold fall. I like the mild weather fall. I love that so much. That 50s, 60s, 70s, beautiful fall, and then it rains. And here in the West, we're very dry here. We're not desert, but it is dry. Covering everything for sure. It is very dry here, so trying to get as much of this off as I can of the teal, and then we will start decorating them back up again. So I should probably count them out so I don't overwork myself here. Hey, P. I was trying to count U, M, P, K, I, N. Exactly the amount I have out. I guess I'm redoing all of them. I do have 2 extras, so there's a dozen. So we only need 10, and I'll probably use 1 for doing something in between hay and pumpkin. I just like to put something there. Might do a little pumpkin or something like that, little decor item. We'll see. In Pennsylvania, it's a nice, cool fall day. Oh, yeah, I'm in Idaho. So it's not bad, but it's raining, which feels colder than it is. Just because when I came out, my camper said it was 46 out here. So I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna start sweating here. It's getting warm already in here. I have a little heater in my I'm in a little 1953 Airstream camper. And so it can be chilly if it's not, the heat isn't on. So I just keep it, actually my little heater kind of heats it up at 60. But I came out and I'm like, it's not very warm in here. And the reason why is I still had windows open. So that was not wise to turn on the heat and have windows open. Okay, so this, where did I'm going to use some wet wipes after this. I'm just trying to get most of it off. Whoops. I feel like I'm just making a mess. Sorry. I guess you're watching cleaning day. Cleaning day here in the Airstream. So I apologize for that, but I was thinking that doing these white, the plain white, might be a little too stark. I'm going to have teal on me, this teal color. I think it was called Nominee. Forever. It was kind of a dark color. So anyway, I'm glad to be out of the teals and back into the oranges. I love orange. Oranges are my favorite colors. So I love the fall colors. Anybody else? Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. Up after me is going to be Cheryl with Mama P's Crafting Creations. I love watching her and her junk books. Oh my goodness. So talented. I sit on the edge of my seat. I've never done a junk book yet, but I'm gonna someday. I do like to do, question is, can I get these reasonably clean? I keep looking over here because I feel like I have a board eraser somewhere. So it's not coming to my attention. I moved things around. My mom visited for 3 weeks for the wedding, and she was like, let's do something. She's always kind of busy doing things. She's 80 years old, and she's a pretty good crafter herself. But she's like, let's do something. Let's clean your Airstream. I was like, oh no, I've been targeted. So anyway, it is messy. It was very messy before the wedding, but we did move everything around, and I kind of got a shelf in. I had been thinking about putting up for everything and right in front of me so that I can have all my cameras on there. And but things are moved. Do you guys ever do that? Like move things around and then can't remember? Because I've had it forever the way I had it. I'm trying to decide where I put my board erasers. I don't know. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Glad you joined us here in the Crafty Bunch. Oops, I had water sitting on that. I am destined to spill things today, I guess. Our board erasers totally will take these off. I found one. I found a little piece of one. I think I know where they are, but I'm going to have to like stand up and move around. So I'm going to leave it because I'm prone to spilling today. See how nicely that came off? It's going to be like a 4-wipe day or something like that. You know how crafty we're being by how messy it is, right? How many wipes I have to use. This little K is not coming off very well, is it? So it is, like I said before, it's National Sausage Pizza Day. I don't know if you did my check-in today, but what else do you like besides, do you like sausage pizza? And then what else do you like with your sausage? That's what I want to know. What are your toppings with sausage pizza besides sausage and cheese, right? Trying to get this all off here. So should I put a background color on these? What are your thoughts? Hi, Andrea. I'm thinking about, we're making a pennant, and I was kind of thinking about just painting the background a solid color or doing a pattern. So tell me, should I do solid or pattern? What do you think? Whenever you have the residue, these little board erasers, they come in a bigger, like this is 1/4 of a board eraser. They're round and they clean off really nicely. I just like to, it gets the residue off. Any of your reusable chalkboards, it just works on that residue and gets it off. Out of the nooks and crannies, I guess you would say. But first you got to get the majority of it off. Okay, so are we getting anywhere? Try to get this off. Should I do a solid background on these banners, on this banner, or should I do patterns? Tell me what you think. Solid or patterns? Hi, Amber. Good to see you. So good to see you in person yesterday. Of course, my life was exploding over. I was so hoping I could just have a little time out, and then I ended up being kind of a hot mess with you. So I apologize. I owe you coffee for sure. So. We are going to redo the banner for fall. Do some orange for anti-bullying. So, question is, will my hands recover from this? Look at, I am covered. Maybe stop using one that's really, really used. All right, we're going to put that scraper away. If you want more information about this project, like I said, everything comes here. I could put together a list for you of all the things you need to make this project. Just put banner down below, banner, and I will get that off to you. So let's see, what orange should we use? I was trying to resurrect some of my oranges the other day. See, it's like totally dried up. And it's not looking much better at this point. I'm going to put some water in. Ooh, I put a lot of water in. Whoops. That was not my intention at all. That was not good. Making a mess as usual. All right, let's see. This may not be even a 1 hour project. I like to put in not pasteurized, but purified water. I wanted to say pasteurized. Purified water. We were talking about pasteurized apple cider the other day. I'm going to stick this out of my way. All right. So we want to write Hey Pumpkin, but I first think I want to put some pattern on. Hey, Pumpkin, and then I want one extra. I think I'll use one of the ones from that I had gotten ready for the wedding. I really need to get I don't know, I've got orange everywhere. Now, first it was blue. Okay, so I want to do one that's like kind of between the hay and the pumpkin that's fallish. So we're going to start with that one first. And I've got this one that I pre-painted white, so it's got the matte finished. Well, and then I got a little bit of the nominee on there, a little teal on there. All right, get that off. And I'm going to do maybe a little bit more abstract. I like this. This is our club transfer this month, and it's got this middle section in an oval that is just kind of like random fall things. So I want to put, but there's like one pumpkin, a big pumpkin, and a big leaf on there. I want to put the big pumpkin part of it so that it lands on I really wanted it to be centered. I might have to do the bottom portion and then maybe match up more on the top randomly. I don't know. Okay. So there, I just stuck it on. These are sticky silk transfers, and I'm just going to stick that on there and go ahead. Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. It is a fun day, nice rainy day to here in Idaho to be doing a little crafting. So I want to get some orange on here. This is reds. The last time I tried to do oranges, it didn't go so well. So we're going to do better this time. Let's see what we can find for some oranges. See, what I was thinking about doing was doing this. What is this one? Peach cobbler on here. It's not my favorite. And then this, I don't know. This one's Hey Pumpkin. And then this one is, I kind of like a more orange color. So I was thinking this one, but I want to tie in this. So I'm thinking maybe the 3 oranges and not the saffron. And just doing like kind of a hot mess, because that's what we are today. Hi, Kimberly. So we are just going to do a hot mess on this little pumpkin here. Ooh, and my papaya is looking, I did get some water into it. My oranges, it's clearly been like last fall since I've used them. So they're a little, they need a little extra help. They're water soluble, so I can just put a little bit of water in there and get them going. But this one's not too bad because, like I said, I did put some water on there. All right, so we're gonna just get a little bit of this papaya on here. I want it primarily on the pumpkin there, but we're gonna do a little bit more. And I'm not gonna do the top portion as much. I want to do it just here. Okay, and it doesn't matter. There's no science to this whatsoever. And then, I don't know. This is not my favorite color, this peach. It's called Peach Cobbler. It's more of a lighter. Maybe I'll stick to 2 colors. That's what I'm going to do. I am kind of more orangey color person. So orange is my favorite. This one is, I think, Hey Pumpkin. Although it reminds me of some yellows. We're just going to go. I think I can get this one over here. All right, so we're doing hot mess where I'm just kind of putting it down on here with a little stick, and then I'm going to use a little squeegee and just smear it out. See how it goes. We'll see. I want to get my whole pumpkin as orange as possible. And I like to, it almost looks tie-dye-ish. If you get them mixed in, I want to get into these. I don't want to mix too many times because I don't want it to be like one color. I want it to look a little bit more marbled. All right. And the last one I actually did with this, I was kind of regretful. I wished I had painted the background. Oops, I got a little smeary. There. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. I wished I had painted the background orange and then done, except for that pumpkin is a little smeary. So we will do a little fixing on that one. What do you think? I wished I had done the whole background orange and then done white for this part of it because it's just kind of the outline. So that would be the other option. If you don't like the way, I'm doing it, that's totally fine. We don't have to like exactly, but this is just to give you an idea about what you could do. Guess I'm on to another. I'm just trying to kind of get off that part. And I could take a little bright white because I did paint the background bright white before we started. I don't know. I'm not being too successful. Oh, there. You know what? Once it dried, it scratches right off. That is working. That worked out really nice. That worked great. I just didn't want it to look smeary on my pumpkin because that's my favorite part. Okay, there it is. Does that look better? I just scratched it off. That's all I did. It's a nice reusable. All right, so I want to get something up at the top too. So we're going to lay this back down because it ended. You can see where it ended. There was just not that much to go and it didn't finish it out. So I'm going to use this bottom portion, I think, for, ooh, there's a little acorn there. I kind of like that for the top. The bottom portion for the top portion, if that makes sense. The other side of the leaf here, I'm going to put right up here. There's kind of like a, I'm making this up as I go. So, there's kind of like a rounded thing here. I might just, oh, maybe not. There's sort of like a little line that I'm trying to line up on the edge of the pumpkin along with some little leaves here. I love the oranges, and I'm just going to use that. The edge of the leaf there is what I'm going to use. And that really didn't get my acorn on there whatsoever. So we're going to, I think I've got a lot of the brighter color, the Hay Pumpkin on there, which is a new color this year. So I'm just going to go right here. Not over my pumpkin, hopefully. I might have been a little reckless, I think. Get a little bit of this up here. Trying to just get I think because it's random, we're okay. I get this other little bitty leaf right there. All right, I'm trying to be, I don't know. I'm trying to make it look nice. Maybe I haven't. Good thing they're reusable. Thank you. Yes. Which one? The more orange one? It's papaya. I wanted to say guava. The other tropical fruit. Okay. What do you think? I think it's not going to show that there's kind of a white area right across the top of the pumpkin there. I think that's not going to show up because it's there's going to be a string through there. But I think it's kind of cute. You could even go back and watercolor in there. We could take a little bit of watered down in watercolor if you want, but I don't know if I'm going to take the chances right now. I'm a little unruly. I'm going to set that aside. We're not going to put that back into the pot. We don't want that into the jar. And let's see what we do here. I might just kind of stick with my two colors here. This is papaya, and then the other one was Hay Pumpkin. I just love the oranges. Oranges is, thank you, Amber. So just put banner down below if you want more information about this banner. It's like so versatile, I think. I think it kind of got a white background already, so I'm afraid to like do anything different. I'm just checking because we had a lot of color on there for sure. Okay, I might set this one aside. I think that's pretty cute. I don't know. Do you think I need a background? I was just thinking about doing regular. Maybe I'll do just pumpkin. I'm like clearly indecisive today. Should I do solid color in the background? Should I do a pattern in the background of my banner? I'm afraid to get too busy, but it is going to be hanging on wood. So I kind of thought the white might be too stark. So maybe we'll just go ahead and get some patterns put on here. I'm trying to loosen up my papaya here a little bit more. Could use, got a rust too, but it's really red. Rust is. And the last time I mixed the red and the yellow together, or the Hay Pumpkin together with the red and this papaya, it kind of turned really red. It seemed like the red was overwhelming. So I'm going to stay away from that. Stay away. All right. Let's see if we can get some patterns, huh? I think maybe the patterns might help. Okay. Ooh, I've got some good ones. Whoops. That's kind of a spring one, the nature one. I'm going to set this up here. And I think I'm just going to start putting these as the more subtle ones, maybe. Got a basket weave. We'll try that. And you know what? I might just stick to my pumpkin. I'm just going to do one color. I'm switching it up. I'm being kind of a pain today, aren't I? I cannot decide. We're going to try the Hay Pumpkin on here. And this one is called the Texture Patterns. And we've got little, kind of like a It looks like, it reminds me of those parquet, those wood parquet floors back in the 80s. Remember those? That's what it reminds me of. All right, I'm going to use a bigger squeegee for this. So we just get it on. Whoops, wrong side. So these are beveled edges. Like this is all washable chalk. You know, it's water-based chalks. They're non-toxic. So kids could even do this. Making the banner, they might make better decisions than me. Just a pre-warning right now. All right, we're going to see how this looks. And then we'll get a few more of these done with the same basket. Kind of this parquet, I want to call it the parquet floor or basket weave. Isn't that pretty? Look at the detail in that. I think it's pretty. I would love to do brown letters, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do black letters so they show up. Because I've done the patterns before, and my regret was that I didn't do. I think the Hey Pumpkin is pretty good. What do you guys think? My regret was that I didn't do black letters. It was the brown was too not bright enough. I couldn't see it as well. Maybe I'm going blind. I don't know. So stay tuned. Our host, Cheryl, over in the Crafty Bunch is going to be up next with Mama P's Crafty Creations. And make sure you follow all the other presenters today, as well as follow me. I'm so excited. I got to 1,000 comments this month. That's exciting. Or reactions or whatever. There it is. Isn't that cute? This is the Hey Pumpkin. It almost looks like just the way it's made, like the way the pattern falls. It almost looks like it's orange and yellow, doesn't it? It's kind of cute. Okay. I'm going to just use this whole square as much as I can. I'm leaving the backing behind it. You can reuse the transfer a second or sometimes even a third time, but these are random patterns, and I'm going to just get it down. All right, a little more. I think I'm liking the yellow. I'm hoping it is Hey Pumpkin, which leads me to believe it's more of an orange, but it looks yellowish to me. Orangish yellowish. Orange and yellow together, maybe. So today is Hump Day, Wednesday. We are busy homeschooling in my house, trying to get that all done. And then this afternoon after school time, I have piano and guitar lessons until this evening. And then tonight, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I'm even saying this. We start doing rehearsals for our Christmas choir at church. I can't believe we're even talking about Christmas. So I think I saw something. All right. Tell me, do you guys see me okay? Don't know what's going on. I saw a message. Hopefully. Thank you, Kim. I know, I kind of like this color. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. I've done 3. Maybe we can do one more. I kind of like things in 3, so don't mind me while I have like an OCD moment. It's a thing. I can't help it. I like things to be in 3s. I don't know. It's the rule of decor, right? Like everything should be set out in 3s. All right. Hopefully we got that. So far, so good. This little pattern has been working out nicely for me. And I'll just take it inside and wash it with plain water. And you can use this up to 12 times, and sometimes even more. Some of my different transfers I've used dozens of times. So just depends on the transfer. And all right, this one maybe got messy on the back. Oh yeah, see, I kind of pushed it on there, so we might have to do a little cleanup on aisle whatever. But I will wait for it to dry before I do the cleanup there. We can always, if you don't like it, if it doesn't work out, you can always erase it or wash it off. So that's the cool thing about it. Okay, I'm setting that one aside. I think I'm just going to stick with this color. I really like it. And the fact that this one has just a little bit of orange in it, I think that's perfect for the pumpkin. And that I'm going to use between hay and pumpkin. So that is the plan today. All right. Is this one too busy? I'm going to do the polka dots. I haven't used them yet. I have used the houndstooth. Isn't that the cutest? The little houndstooth. I use it on so many different things. Is it Benina? Did I say that right? Hello. Thank you for joining in and watching. We are making a banner today. Oops, I needed that underneath it. Just keeping it simple. I'm going to put hay pumpkin. I want to get my decorations back to fall. I had weddingness going on. So I took the wedding names off. I had made this into a banner for a backdrop for their wedding day, my son's wedding day and his new bride. And so I had put their names on it and they could, just in their colors, and that was it. They were able to use that. We're just squeegeeing it on. Any of those white areas you see, that's what's going to have color, actually. See how this looks. This would be so fun. Like, I have a letterboard, and I let my 13-year-old do the letterboard. It actually, she doesn't know it, but it works on spelling. Like, also, I often have her put our Bible verse that she's memorizing onto it. And so it's helping her memorize too. So I think it's kind of cute. It's not like a real, it's more of a random polka dot. Isn't that cute? I think that goes nice. Gives it a little color in the background, and then we'll put letters on. She doesn't know. I love it when you can, as a homeschooler, I'm always looking for ways to trick my kids into doing their schoolwork without them knowing. Like all of our vacations are always like national parks where we try to go to historical sites. And then, just don't tell the kids that spring break is actually school, because I can count it for school too. But I love letterboards. I love having letterboards in my house. Do you guys have letterboards in your house? I love to put up different sayings. And like I said, I have her put her memory verse from her schooling onto it. So it's a little more practice for that. So, but this morning we were doing, I did history and Bible with my high schooler. We're doing American history. So we're getting towards World War II or World War I right now, I should say. Not II. There's that one. And I'm going to do 3. So we'll do one more of these. She is loving her book. Yesterday she was mad at me because I wouldn't read more. We're reading together A Gathering of Days. So good. So good. And she's like, can we do more? Can we, when I got off of work last night because I did lessons last night too. And I got off from doing lessons, and she goes, is it bad? I want you to read more. I'm like, that's a good thing. Like when you want to read more, but I'm tired. Mom's tired. I have to eat dinner and I need to sleep. So anyway, she had to wait till today to listen to more of her A Gathering of Days. We're almost done with it. It is so good. So good, about soldiers who return from World War I in a vet hospital, and her dad is the doctor there. So good. Such a good book. Okay, I'm gonna make sure this is on here a little better so that it's not sticking to my floor. I'm gonna stack that up down there. So we've got 3 of those, and now I've got 3 more left. And remember, I kind of have like a little smear on the edge of this. Let's see what time. Oh, time flies so much when we're having fun, doesn't it? I'm just going to take off. I don't want it to, when you wet some of this, it kind of makes it look like it's, where did I put that? Okay. It makes it look like it's really bright yellow when you just get it wet again. So Be cautious. This one watered down may not be the best. Just trying to get some of it off. And once it dries, you can scratch it off of this. I love our chocolate chips. And actually, you get a shaped chocolate chip with our club every month, so that this pattern, there's an oval in that shape. And oh, so cool that you can just do something that shaped. So I'm trying to make it not look so yellow, but I added water. My mistake, maybe. Learn from me. Trying to get that off. I don't like that. Oh, I'm just going to take it off on this corner because it's turning really yellow. Do you see that? When I wiped it, it kind of turned really yellow. You know what? It kind of, when you start wiping at it like that, it looks like infant diaper, dirty diaper. Hello, White's Creative Designs. I'm not sure what your name is. And Zoe. Oh, is it Zoe? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We have 1 hour long segments today, so I keep me on task here. Remind me if I get distracted. I think I'm gonna grab that pattern again and try to get a little bit back on it. Let's see if we can figure that out. Wish me luck, right? Put this underneath it. I'm gonna get this out of my way because I don't want to boo-boo something. This is supposed to be a repeating pattern, so I should be able to figure out, maybe. Or we'll have to start over. Who knows? Who knows? Might be. I just want the boxes to be generally in the right place. They don't have to be exact. And then I'm going to do this corner. I don't know if this is going to work. Watch and take notes. That's all I have to say. I can always turn it over and do a new one. Oh, I think it looks pretty good, don't you? It's still kind of a little smeary there, but I think it worked out okay. I'm going to stick with it. All right. There we go. Put that one away. All right. So one last one. What should we use? I did get my 3 patterns. That's the cool thing. Got my 3 patterns. I think I'm going to use this one. Got my 3 patterns. I like things to be in 3s, especially in decor items. Oops, this one's already got some yellow on it. We've gotten it already colored. And then we'll start doing letters. Most of the ones I started with, they should be pretty close to done. All right. I'll try to get these diamonds going up and down. Hopefully this won't be like too much pattern. We also have there's a banner outline that you can use on it. That looks pretty cool. Want it to go on nice and easy and get all the white places. All right, and then squeegee anything off, put it back in your jar, use it for later. Oh, cute. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Love, love, love it. It really does these patterns because of some of the parts are a little bit wider than other parts. It makes them look very much like they are like different colors, like different variations of the same color, like darker spots and lighter spots. But it's only because there's thicker and, somebody's really thought out these designs. They're really well thought out. I definitely don't think I could have designed this to look like it has darker and lighter spots like they have done. So it's an optical illusion. I am going to be doing a virtual class coming up here at the end of the month for a Santa tray. Do you guys do Santa trays? I would love to have you join me. We're going to make a Santa tray. It's got the spots and the words for, you know, Santa's treats and the reindeer treats and his milk. And then what else? All right. Hopefully this will work out here. No goobering. I want these diamonds. The other ones I didn't mind if they went, you know, they were random patterns, but these, the diamonds look a certain way. I don't want to turn the diamonds. So I'm just doing them the same way. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to shut this. This is the Hey Pumpkin. This is a new color that came out this fall. It's pretty. So anyway, if you'd like to join me in that Santa tray, just put Santa down below and we'll get you the information. And asking for information does not mean you're obligated in any way, but it's going to be a virtual class where we craft along. Everybody crafts together, makes a Santa tray. So I'm kind of excited. Is that cute? Oh my goodness, so cute. It almost looks like little hearts in there, doesn't it? All right, so we got all of these done with the background pattern now. Let me get my pattern pieces put away. I had pulled out a different one, but I think this one's better. I like this one. This one was the texture, 4 texture patterns is what it was called. Okay, so now we need a pattern of my patterns. We're going to start doing our hay. I think I'm going to use this, and then a polka dot. Maybe not. Maybe that one looks really wet yet. These all look really wet. I'm going to do a little drying here. I apologize. I want that to be dry. Also, if you have, go ahead and put if you're still watching, or if you're watching on the replay, put your state that you're watching from down below, and I will add you to my monthly drawing. I'm going to be giving away some Happy Mail, and I also do some live check-ins whenever I'm live. I will be live again on Saturday afternoon. I think it's 3 o'clock Pacific time, and I don't even know it's Make Your Sweetheart Something. Oh, that should be interesting. That should be interesting. I think is it Sweetest Day or something? That might be why. I don't know. All right. So to me, these two look whiter. So I'm going to do it like this. And we're going to come up with our letters here, get those going. This is the font for these. And it's pretty large. There's a second font out too that you can use. But it's a large sheet. All right. And like I said, I think I'm going to I like to put the letters down closer to the bottom because there's a string going through the top section. And then I'm probably going to make some tassels and things or ribbons. I don't know. I haven't decided. I may just leave the wood. We'll see. I may add more tassels. We'll see. Just depends. I'm having fun making tassels. I have a new tassel maker. Isn't that the cutest? You can make all different sizes of tassels. So easy peasy. Lots of fun to make. And let's see. I said I was going to do black. So we're going to stick with it. My hunch is black. Oops. Yep, black velvet. That's what I need. I need another one of those bigger ones so we can get through the letters easily. This may have some lumpiness to it because of the pattern. So just be aware that and I could see I've already lifted up the H a little bit. This one leaked really bad underneath because I didn't get all the bubbles out. That was my fault. That happens, right? Need a little place here. All right. That's not good. See if I might have to do my H bet over again. Oofta. That one is pretty bad. Oh, I just kind of got it to come off. It's a lot better. Probably should tell me to stop while I'm ahead. Just trying to pat around it. A lot of times if you push towards the letter, push towards where you want the paste, you see it? It actually looks pretty good. And from a distance, I think you won't notice that I really had a big bubble under there. Okay. Phew, we saved it. Pumpkin doesn't have any. I'm just trying to think of any letters that we might have extras of. We have about 7 more minutes here. We'll see if we get the whole Hey Pumpkin done. If we don't, I will post pictures later. So please follow me on my page, and you will see lots of crafting. Lots of crafting. It's kind of my therapy. In the middle of a busy day, it's fun to come out to the camper and craft away. But you don't need a lot of space. You don't need to have a whole camper like I do to craft. I did a lot of my crafting, especially on YouTube, right in my kitchen. If you go back and watch some of my older YouTube videos, they are definitely in a small area. And ugly too, because my kitchen is really old. I think that E turned out pretty good, don't you? Oh, we're almost to noon, aren't we? 6 more minutes. So make sure you follow Cheryl. She's going to be, just go back into the Crafty Bunch and refresh and watch Cheryl. She'll be on next. I'm sure she's going to make some awesome project. Let's see if my Y is cut. I'm having my doubts. I haven't even cut the Y. There's like little marks where you can cut apart your letters. And definitely when I was doing lettering during the wedding, I was like on a as needed basis. So here we go. And if you're worried about it sticking too hard and pulling up the background, you could go ahead and fuzz the back of it, but I'm finding this is working out pretty good. I want to get the Y centered. It's centered on this piece, so it's nice because you can kind of just center it the same place. And I am putting it on the bottom part of the banner. So when I put the string through, it won't affect it. You won't cover the letters. Trust me, it'll look good. It'll look good. Okay. Here it is. White. Nice. The polka dots. I think it's looking good. What do you guys think? Hay is done. Now we're going to need 2 P's for pumpkin. And I kind of like, when I do doubles of something, I like to go and put these up here so they can dry. This one down here. Hay is up there. And then we have that pumpkin from our club transfer this month. It's just kind of a random pumpkin and leaves and orange and the hay pumpkin. Okay, so this is next. And then one of these, PUMP, and then KIN. Okay, so PUMP. So both of these are going to be on the same background. PUMP. So I'm going to do 2 P's. 2P or not to be? No. Didn't mean to go into the potty mouth there for a minute. Should have been a B, right? To be or not to be. We're doing hey pumpkin is the words we're doing. And then the beads come with this too. The wooden beads come with this, as well as the twine to do this fun project. I'm trying to get it straight. I feel like I'm crooked. Seems like there's lots of issues right now with things are being updated and things in groups. So if it's not working right on YouTube or on Facebook, just bear with me. Come back and watch the replay. Hello, is it Jackie maybe? With the UE on the end. Okay, 1P is good. Second P. Can we do it again? Now, I don't want to push this down too hard if I don't have exactly the right spot. So you have to be kind of cautious. You don't want to do it twice. If I didn't have that background, it wouldn't make a difference, but it does make a difference when you do it the second time with chalk already on here. So you just want to do it once. You don't want to put it down, lift it up, put it down, lift it up, because then you'll be erasing, or you'll be washing it off and starting over again. Or trying to fix it. Do that enough too. All right, here we go. Ooh, that one kind of pulled up some of the background for sure. All right, the P is done. Now a U, and I got lots of black on my fingers, so I apologize. Making a mess today, aren't I? All right, we are about a 1 minute out. If you are in the Crafty Bunch, make sure that you go over there. If you're on YouTube, stay with me. I'm going to be finishing this project up. I will be posting in the Crafty Bunch and on Prairie Scraps all the finished project. I hope you have a very blessed day. Be sure that you go ahead and get in on Cheryl next in the Crafty Bunch. She has got great ideas and beautiful projects, beautiful junk books usually she does. And so go on over there to the Crafty Bunch, and no bullying. It is anti-bullying day with the orange. Have a great and blessed day. Keep on crafting. All right, we are here on YouTube alone, and I'm going to do the U. We're just going to finish up the Hey Pumpkin. Oops. I feel like that U is a little crooked, but I've got it down pretty solid. It's pulling up the background, so just going to leave it. I like these big letters. They're nice and easy to use. Okay, here's the U. This one got messy on the back for sure. But it doesn't matter. I keep thinking the dots are, the holes for putting it through are, there's the U. Isn't that pretty? P-U-M. M is bigger, wider. Keep thinking when I pull it off, the dots I see are something that I boo-booed on there, and it's not. Trying to navigate with this great big transfer here. It's not working. Don't fall on the ground. It's just going to keep sliding around. Uh-oh. And I just lost some letters. So that's not good. And you don't want to stick them together because they sometimes peel each other apart. This was really cool with the, oops, the E goes up here. P. Sorry. This looks really cool. There's some, like the established numbers I've done. I did the last name tray the other night and used the establish and the numbers to say, pretty cool. With black, you don't want to do like extra swipes or push it in too far because you just want to get it covered and then take off any excess and call it good, because otherwise you end up getting it squeegeed underneath. It can be kind of finicky around the edges. Just want to make a nice clean letter by just scraping on it once. There's the M. Now we need a K. Last time I did one with the patterns on it was for the summer. I did Hello Summer. And I got the patterns out of order, and that drove me crazy. Drove me crazy. This banner does take a longer time to do. Okay. Getting everything closed up on Facebook here. Do find me on Facebook. More than happy to give you ideas and share the tricks and things that I learn and get inspired. Love to have you come over and join me. All right, here we go. Nice and slow because it is kind of peeling a little bit of the background off, and that's because it's like a reusable surface. Okay, after this one goes this one. And then we'll just wash those off. This one is not cut apart. I and J are not cut apart. I'm going to try to bring this around so that I can get the I and J apart. Usually I cut letters apart and put them in a 3x5 box, but I was afraid these were too big, and then they have these down at the bottom, they have these nice ivy down there. And or ivy, or what do you call them? Branches. I just didn't want to, my finger's getting black. I didn't want to get them detached from each other, so I tried to keep them together, but I'm telling you, it maybe would have worked better to have them apart. Definitely get my fingers covered here. My fingers are black from black velvet. All right, the I. Get the last two letters done here. Hopefully my N is apart. Yep, it is. I've used the N before. So we're good to go for the N. Get this off. It's nice that it has like kind of a little V there. Oops. That kind of took off a lot of that. You see it? I'm just going to leave it because I don't want to go back in. I could go in with the polka dot and just sort of do that over again because it kind of took it off more than I intended. Okay, K-I, and then, oops, I probably should get the N. I'm distracted by the dots coming off there. Distracted by it. Might go back and do the Hey Pumpkin over the top of it just to see if I can get it to with the pattern. Because the letters are black, so it should, even if I go right up to the edge of the N, should be able to fill it in. So we're gonna try to do some doctoring. Stay tuned. Doctoring coming soon. Oops, I really got my fingers into that. I'm gonna set that over there, but I don't want to set it on my Hey Pumpkin because I want to use the Hey Pumpkin. Boy, got a lot of that paste all over the place. All right, let's get that off of there. I just made it worse. This can go on my Hey Pumpkin. Made a mess. I made a mess. For sure. All right. Gotta get this N off. We don't want it to dry in the transfer, so I'm trying to work fast here. Although I am a mess, and I got it all over the place. Nice. It's all over the jar on the outside. All right, I'm gonna set that down. Hopefully I didn't do too bad of a job there. I'm definitely, look at this. I'm coated in black velvet everywhere. Okay, here we go. Peel it slowly. Now, to prevent it from peeling off the background, you could go ahead and wax over the top of it. It won't. I don't think it would harm it at all because it is a reusable surface. It won't harm it anyway, normally. Let's see if I can get this polka dot back in here and redo the eye background a little, because that one was the only one that really came off a lot. And get the eye dry there. If you're coming on in, make sure you subscribe and like and do all the things. I have a small crafting business. I'm an independent chocolatier designer. And so if you see anything that you like or would like more information about, we have great DIY kits. All right, let's see if we can get this on here. I'm going to do it in a spot that we haven't gone yet. The hard thing is, it's more of a random, but I think as long as I kind of get the circles, the lines lined up. I actually don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to use my tool for this one. And I've gotten it all over the outside again. I'm going to try to just do the best I can. I think it won't make a difference too much if it goes on the black, but I don't want to take any chances. So we're going to just go around the outside of the eye to try to fill this white area in with dots, because it peeled it off. It's not exactly the same place. I can tell like some places are not the exact match, but the lines are lined up. So at least it won't look out of order. Just trying not to only do half of a dot. I guess you could go this way, but I wouldn't want to like do this like this and do the eye first, because I think it also has a chance for peeling off the eye like it peeled off the dots. So I'm just hoping they'll just come off. Oh, nope, it's peeling my eye for sure. See that? It peeled my eye. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I'm gonna have to do the eye again. All right, let's get this dry. The dots look pretty good though. And we're gonna come back and do the eye. Who knew that I was gonna, the other thing I could do is just, I don't know, start over on the back side. But I'm an optimist. I think I can do it. I think I can. So. Now, I'm just going to push around the edges, get my black out, and oops, get it going here. We're doing this banner. This banner comes with everything to make it. Why can I not spell pumpkin? Let's see. Just trying to get this loaded up. I apologize. Fall. Oops. DIY. Okay, done. Share. All right, here we go. Try to get this on here without peeling off the polka dots, right? Without making a bigger mess. After this, I'm going to have to do a new one. It's just going to have to be the way it is. All right, we're going to peel. Oh, no. I don't know why this is not working. There. It's a little better. It's not perfect, but nobody's perfect, right? Nothing in life is perfect. So it's going to be okay if it's not perfect. We're going to live with it, and then we will go into Christmas soon, right? All right. See if we can. So I'm going to start. All right. Get the volume down. If you ever do that, like do two things at once, have one running and try to get some things done. Okay. So get this out of here because it is, I've got orange everywhere. And you know, this orange, it's got more pigments, right? It's kind of like red and black. This one's not as bad. This one's it's called Hey Pumpkin. And that's what we're doing, actually, using Hey Pumpkin as a color. And I didn't even catch on to that before. So I'm just trying to get some of this out of here because I don't want my whole surface to be orangish looking because it does, the pigment sometimes stain. So we just want to get rid of as much as we can. And then, of course, you know, my hands are a mess. All right. I like the plain beads a lot for this banner. And we're going to grab a new piece of twine, maybe, and string the beads and the banner on. Let's see. Sorry. I found remember I was saying I could, and then I think at some point I might put some fall decor on it, but for now, we've got it. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to put a little piece of tape on here to kind of make it a needle. And then, you guys, I was in that event and there was only like 6 people at the most on it. I don't know what's going on. And now I'm looking at the next lady up, Cheryl. She's great, but she has like 40 people watching right now. So I don't know what's going on. I'm banned. I could see on this wood bead, I had gotten some of that teal from the wedding on the bead. So I just washed it off. Thankfully, it's water soluble. It's not. So I have this counted out so that you can do 3 beads and then we want hay first. Hay, and then a letter, and then 3 beads and a letter. So the biggest thing is these don't move very well along the twine. You just, because of the, so this, you want it to go all the way out as far as you can for quite a ways, because you want plenty on the end too. So if you're making a new one, I could use any kind of string. And then we'll get twine everywhere, right? And then 3 beads. You know, I like my evenness, everything to look appealing. So you kind of get the idea. But so I will make sure to post a picture of this up on the front page when I get this done. I know this isn't the very exciting part of it, but you get the idea. I'll put the hay together and then I'll turn you off. You don't have to watch to the end. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a virtual class for a Santa tray. So put Santa down below if you'd like more information about that. I'd love to have you join me. It'll be lots of fun. And I'm going to be giving away prizes. More people equals more prizes, right? And 3 beads. My husband going? What is going on? I hear my husband leaving. Maybe it's the neighbor. All right, 3 beads. I don't know what's going on. My camper's in the driveway, so sometimes it's suspicious what's going on. I'm too much in the middle of everything. Okay, so we're going to put the Y on so you can see the hay and you'll get the idea what it's going to look like. And then actually I'll go one more after this because God, this is looking kind of dirty. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but okay. Keep going the right way here. It's all stringing it through. This would be a great job for a kid to do. They have more patience. I had to string on new strings, so I don't exactly know. All right, 3 beads. 3 beads. And then I'll put the one on so you can see the middle pumpkin leaf thing. All right, isn't that the cutest? I think it turned out really cute. That's gonna go next. And I kind of situated it and redid the top portion a little bit so that I could get the pumpkin right on it because I love pumpkins. And of course, you know, this says, hey, pumpkin. So you gotta do pumpkins. And I do still see a little bit of smeariness, so I might find my tool. I don't know where it went. Might be with the bead. Oops. I should have gone through a couple times. All the way through. I see this one, but I don't see the other one. There we go. Give you an idea how that looks. Turn that around so you can take a look. So you can see it the right way. There it is. It's hey pumpkin. See it? Hey. Hey. There it is. Trying to get it so you can see it. There it is. Cute, huh? And then pumpkin is even longer. So it's a big banner, but I have a really long mantle, so it totally works. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate all the things. So let me know if I can answer any questions for you. I'm more than happy. I've got a knot now. I will go clean up my knot and string the rest of this on and post some pictures. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great and blessed evening. Keep on crafting.